guys, my name is Catherine and welcome to my channel, The Words of Catherine. Today we'll be doing a book talk on the book Furthermore by Tahereh Mafi. I will now go into a little bit of a synopsis of the book, and it will contain spoilers for the book of Furthermore, so if you have not yet read it, I tell you to jump out of this video right now and come back when you've read it. So yeah, let's go. Furthermore is a book about a young girl named Alice Alexis Queensmeadow, which you can see over here on the cover, and it's about her life as a villager of the village called Fernwood, where magic and color is key, both factors of which she does not possess. So the story kind of starts with an introduction to Alice and how such a lovely girl she is, and about the surrender. The surrender is this competition in which the children of the village, when they come to the age of 12, have to participate and show off their magic and just show generally what they can. They will be graded afterwards, and of course Alice gets a 0. What does this mean? This means nothing. She legitimately does not get anything, because if you got like a 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5, you get a task for completing surrender, and what happens? She fails and she does not get a task. However, there is another boy, which we can see on the cover. His name is Oliver, and the year previous to that year, for the previous surrender, he did get a task. A task in which he has to go look for no one other than Alice's father, who a couple of years ago vanished from Alice's life, and ever since she has wanted to find him again, because ever since he vanished and disappeared from Fernwood, her mother is like a little bit stoic in front of Alice, and Alice has to get fernberries for her mother all the while, and her mother doesn't really seem to care. So Alice eventually, after failing the surrender, decides, I'm going with Oliver, and yeah, they set out on an adventure to the world of none other than Furthermore, to which the book is titled. They get through all these adventures in Furthermore, and eventually everything gets right and the father is found. First of all, I thought this was a really fun read. I don't know if any of you guys know, but I'm a huge Tahereh Mafi fan. Amazingly, I adore the woman. She's great. And when Furthermore came out, I did not immediately read it. I don't know why, school. So I didn't immediately read it, but I read it eventually. And like every book of Tahereh Mafi, I loved it. It has a way with words in which she describes the texture, the landscape, the way how colors taste and feel. And it never ceases to amaze me how she does that. This is a middle grade book, and in Shatter Me we also saw very much a lot of metaphors, but somehow in this book it comes more out. The metaphors really shine, because I don't know, Fernwood and Furthermore are just such peculiar places and very colorful and very livid. Tahereh's metaphors and way of describing things really bring that to life, and she has just such a gift with writing that is mind-blowing, how she can set down a single scene with a few words picked together and smashed into a metaphor. Not only that, just the general type of a writing and style of a writing is so mesmerizing. It was such a livid book, and I could really visualize it. At times I really couldn't, but those were the points in the book where I didn't really there was one point in the book where I didn't really knew what was going on, and I think that was with the fox attack, and that was a little bit fake, but that was the only thing really. The story was very interesting, and you never really faded out of it. You really could keep your attention to it. You weren't really getting distracted by anything. It was it wasn't fast-paced, it wasn't slow-paced, it was a general pace, and you could really follow it. Everything was clear and everything was lovely, and it was an easy read. I think I read it in 2 days, and I understood everything afterwards. But after some thinking, I think I really prefer Tahereh's young adult books over her middle grade books, but that doesn't take away that I adored this book. If I was younger, I think it would easily come up to my favorite book list. When I was 11 or 12, I would easily adore this and eat this up time after time after time after time. But I think it's just because I'm already adulting. I'm not adulting. My brain is not adulting. Why am I saying this? But you know what I mean. My brain is adulting in some way. I really liked it. I really like Tahereh's writing style. Her characters really were there. They had a reason for existing, which in most books you sometimes have characters that are there but have no purpose in the book whatsoever. Every character in this book had its purpose, and I really liked it. Everything added up, and all the ends were knotted together in the end, and I really liked that. It was just a really nice read, which I could just lounge back in my chair, read it, and yeah, I really loved Furthermore. I gave it 4 out of 5 stars on Goodreads because I liked it. And yeah, that's that. I really recommend you read Furthermore by Tahereh Mafi because she's just generally an amazing writer. Also, the next part, Witchhood, is already out in stores. It's like the sequel to Furthermore. I have yet to read it, and it's like a dark Persian fantasy, it's mostly described as. And yeah, I'm really excited to read this one too. Well guys, we have come to the end of this tale of video, and I hope you liked this video. Perhaps subscribe, like it, leave a comment, chat with me whenever you like about books or writing or whatever you want to ask me or talk to me about. I'll see you next time in the next video. Hopefully you can do whatever. Have a nice day, have a nice life, have a nice whatever today and tomorrow and every day after that and before that, perhaps in the past and the future and the present time. So long, farewell, adieu, auf Wiedersehen and whatnot, and goodbye. See you in the next video. Bye!